Horses are important to me because they build who I am. They are what I am. I wouldn't be as determined and focused without horses. I wouldn't feel as safe and fulfilled. When I imagine myself without horses, all I feel is lost. I'm Sarah Rao, and I'm an international dressage rider known as the Chinese Dressage Girl. To me, dressage is a sport that is also an art because we connect to our horses emotionally. It takes so much patience, detail, partnership that if you don't connect with your horse emotionally, it's very hard to do well in dressage. You need to be there to support them, like how you support your family. My life is like basically just horses. I like taking videos and photos of my horses. And when I used to play video games, I play horse video games. When I used to draw, I draw horses. When I first started riding was age of 10. And I remember me, my dad, and his friends going to this riding center for tourists. We all had a few laps cantering around the track, and the second day I was there having lessons. As I grew more and more into horses, at the time there were only show jumping competitions available. So my only option was to go show jumping. But I've always loved flat work. My dressage training has only started after I come to UK.
So Sarah Rao first came to Pinfold quite a long time ago now. She must have been 15, 16 years old. Her father's very good friends with a mutual friend of my family, Feifei. And I remember we'd just moved here to Pinfold. We were super busy. Everything was a bit crazy. And Feifei gave me a call. He said, can Sarah Rao, this girl, come to the stables and spend some time here? And I just said yes, and then forgot about it. She came, she had a lovely time for a couple of weeks, and then she never left.
Alex, as a mentor, is like a big brother who I never had. He has guided me through a lot of difficult times. I've been here for 9 years, and throughout those 9 years, I feel like I've not only gone from prelim to Grand Prix, but I also learned to live by myself and express myself.
She's changed completely really as a person from when she first came here. Didn't really want to express herself particularly, and that came through in her riding. She always had sort of natural talent and natural feel, but she wasn't particularly confident or positive both as a person and with the horses. Her main strength is her empathy with the horses. She's a very calm rider. She doesn't panic. She does definitely instill confidence in the horses. And now where Sarah's at, I would say a big part of it is learning to deal with pressure and competition nerves and being able to perform what she can do at home in the competition arena in a big atmosphere.
Going from training here and to a big crowd is something that I've spent a long time to get used to. At first, I kind of freeze when I go into the arena. Sarah's taught me a lot about it. And also, she's recommended me to see some psychologists to get my way around it, and that's been really helpful. I'd say in dressage training, obviously the time we spend on the horseback is important. But for me, I'm doing a lot of gym work as well outside of riding. So we do like reaction training, balance, stretching is a big part, as well as like agility, plyometrics, which I really like to do because they're very, very fun, and I feel like those exercises really helped me in riding. So I've got 7 horses at Pinfold, and I have different hopes for different horses. So this row of pinfold is also called Rao row because they are all my horses. And this one is Stitch. He is incredibly talented and hopefully he will be able to take me to Olympics. This one's Ted. I've had for a long time. As you can see, he's very curious all the time. And so Simba is like an introvert. I don't really know what he's thinking, like most of the time. Next one is Simba's father, but not Simba's father. He is called Mufasa, and he's really lazy. He just sleeps all the time. He's very, very cute. You can hear his breath. Yes, you are. So the next one is also the one I call him my soulmate. This one is Ronnie. He is very, very soft. He just like loves to be with you. I just click with him. Alfie, he is 17 this year, but he looks very, very well. He loves eating. Alfie. But every time I call him with like this voice, he thinks I've got treats. It's a really nice group of horses I have. I feel the connection with each horse is so important. The more I connect with them, the more confident I am with them. So really connection is the start point of all things. My nearest goal is to do the Asian Championship in September this year. A medium-term goal would be Paris Olympic. And I would say long-term wise, I would like to keep developing myself. When I look back on my journey, I can really see how I've developed as a rider, and I really want to inspire other Chinese riders.
It's so important for Chinese riders to get international exposure, especially young riders of Sarah's generation. I think for China at this moment in time, where our sport is, where our industry is, it's growing so quickly domestically. We need to encourage our best and our brightest and our most talented to take that step outside their comfort zone. And I think that Sarah Rao's generation and what she represents, I think is the generation that can do that.
I don't know how to say this, but like in Chinese is 在赛场上升起国旗, which translates something like fly the Chinese flag at the competition. I really want to do this for China. I really want to do this for my country.